Okay, I'd like to call to order the Blair County Commissioners meeting, February 20th, 2024. If you would please join me in a moment of silent reflection.
You are in the meeting now. You are the first participant. Please stand by. You are muted. You can mute or unmute yourself.
If you would please stand and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Roll call.
Well, we are going to say that no one is participating remotely until I can get the phone and the computer to talk to each other. I don't see anyone participating remotely.
Okay, executive session announcement.
And there was no executive session held since last Thursday's meeting.
Approval of Board of Commissioners meeting minutes 213 and 215.
I will make a motion that we approve the minutes from February 13th and 15th.
I'll second the motion. All in favor? Aye. Public comment.
I have a public comment to read. Do you have it? Do I have it? I have it. Okay. We received a public comment to publiccomment@blairco.org. This is not related to trails. All of the trail public comments that we received after Thursday's meeting will be read at this coming Thursday's meeting with trails on the agenda for that meeting. This is coming from Sammy Freet at atlanticbroadband.net. Is there any way we can deter people from using our roadways as trash cans? I see people throwing cigarette butts out their car window frequently throughout the city, and I even watched someone open a snack and throw the paper on the ground like it was nothing. Can we use the traffic cams at major intersections to help with this? I'm sure people like myself would volunteer their time to review camera footage if it meant that people were being held accountable for their actions. The fines could be used to help with community projects. It recently dawned on me that unlike when I was young, many parents are no longer teaching their children about things like littering, crossing roads at crosswalks, etc. It may be a good idea to start educating the public about local laws that many people do not know about. Since our local news repeats the same news 6 to 8 times per day, that may be a good time to have local law enforcement teach the public about laws that they may not be familiar with. If I can help with anything, please let me know. And that is your public comment received Sunday, February 18th at 9:26 a.m.
Any other public comment? Okay, Commissioners' comments?
Nothing from me.
Commissioner Wilson?
Nope, just I hope everybody enjoys this beautiful day.
Okay. Consent, can you take us through the consent agenda, please?
Sure. Today's consent agenda is resolution number 91. It's the payment of the following 3 warrant lists as outlined in your agenda in item A. It's the ratification of the following 3 warrant lists as outlined in item B. It's budget transfers in items C, D, E, and F. It's requesting approval for the final payment application number 18 received from Francis J. Palo in the total amount of $148,562.93. That is for the box culvert project, bridges 87, 88, 89, and 92. It's resignations, a rescinded resignation, employments, and status changes as outlined in your agenda in item H, I, J, and K respectively.
Okay, I'll make a motion to approve the resolution.
I'll second that.
I should say the consent agenda. All in favor?
Aye.
I am an aye with an abstention to a payment to Blair Senior Services.
Okay.
Thank you.
Staff reports and special business social services. Good afternoon.
I'm here to request approval and authorization for the Blair County Mental Health ID Intellectual Disabilities Administrator to submit the fiscal year 24-25 PATH Grant Intended Use Plan attestation form.
That's a lot to say.
It is, it's a mouthful.
Comments or questions?
My only comment is that we received the form, but it's not filled in. It needs to have all of, do we need to discuss what goes there, or are you just gonna have it ready for us on Thursday?
I can have it ready and send it over.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Don't want to put you on the spot. What does PATH stand for?
And you were going to ask this, and I had it, and now I forget. But it is for housing. It's $48,000, I believe, that partially supports supportive housing in the county.
I think that's it. Thank you. Okay. Trina?
Good morning. We're requesting approval to ratify the submission of the following reports for the CDBG home, our lead hazard, our FAIR program, and our whole home repair program, as listed on the agenda.
Any comments or questions for Trina? Okay. Thank you very much. Tax claims. Sue? Thank you for the chocolates the other day, by the way.
Happy Valentine's Day. I'm here to request approval of two agreements with Infocon. One is a print service agreement, which they print our statutory notices, return of claims, the sale notices, the delinquent notices. And the total of that agreement is $9,609 for the year. The second agreement is our electronic certified mail agreement, where they track our certified mail so we can easily access which pieces have been signed for and which ones haven't.
Okay. Any comments or questions for Sue?
I was just going to note, it looks like this actually went down in cost from last year.
Yes,
So that's-
we tailored it to the actual pieces printed. The previous contract was over budgeted.
But then the next part goes up a little bit, so it kind of makes up for itself.
Yeah. Any other questions?
Great. Thanks, Sue. Department of Emergency Services, Chris?
Hello.
Hello.
I'm requesting approval for the submission of our DGM 16F final financial status report to PEMA for the federal fiscal year 2023 for emergency management performance grant in the total amount of $67,946 for the period of October 1st, 2022 through September 30th, 2023. This is just stating that we did receive the funds, which we did.
What do you use those funds for, Chris?
That reimburses the county for up to half of the salary and benefits of the 3 approved positions in emergency management through the grant, which are the director, myself, operations and training, and an administrative assistant.
And the reason that it's lower
Is because everything's
somebody-
being cut everywhere.
Okay.
They base this on a formula. It has to do with county size, the number of positions that we have, just things like that. So it has been cut over the years. This is the lowest it's been since I've been here.
Yeah, that's unfortunate, but there's nothing you can do, huh?
It is. Like places like Pittsburgh get a lot more money because they have a lot more employees
Yeah.
and more population.
More
Thank you.
issues.
Well, that's true.
Any comments or questions for Chris on this? Okay.
The other item is requesting approval of the mosquito-borne disease control grant agreement between the County of Blair and the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania Department of Environmental Protection. and a total amount of $57,318 for the performance period of January 1st, 2024 through December 31st, 2024.
Is this something we do every year?
It is. The only
Okay.
year we didn't do it was 2 years ago because we couldn't find a technician, which is a seasonal employee for the program.
Any comments or questions of Chris?
This has been a good program. We want to keep the mosquitoes down.
Yeah, and this pays for the entire program. The technician, all the equipment that's used, spraying events, educational things. We're having a tire collection this year.
And
Chris,
go ahead.
I'm so sorry. I just wondered if, when you worked on the scope of the work, the budget, did you consult with HR to get the salary figure for?
I was given all the information. I went through everything in Munis and figured out everything that we needed. And the salary or the wage is based on the loaded, is that the proper word, amount, including all the benefits.
Thank you.
This is the most this grant has ever been.
Yeah, I was going to say.
It went up about $14,000 or $15,000 from last year.
Very good, thank you.
And
All right.
this
I'm
also
sorry.
has an electronic signature. You should have received an email. If you didn't already, let me know. It will go to you, Commissioner Kessling, and then after you sign, one will go to the county clerk to sign.
Okay. All right, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Glenn in Fort Roberdale. I think you like us. You're up here every week. Not that we're complaining.
Good afternoon. I am here today requesting approval of a letter of engagement from Young Oaks Brown and Company for a financial audit of the Fort Roberdale Association for year-end December 31st, 2023, with an estimated cost of $2,500 to $3,500.
Any questions or comments for Glenn? Okay, Glenn, thank you.
Thank you.
Old business?
There is none.
Okay, with that, we'll adjourn. The next Board of Commissioners meeting will be held Thursday, February 22nd at 1 p.m.